among the March sister do you relate to the most? Good day everyone, I am Jean Grace.
Hi, I'm Lord.
Hi, I am Maria.
I'm Fela.
And today we will talk about a story that addresses themes such as family,
Personal growth.
Social expectations which remain relevant today.
So this story showcases the paths a woman can take to achieve fulfillment and independence. Yes. So today we will talk about the story Little Women by Louise May Alcott. Okay, so first let's recall what happened in the story. So the story or the chapter 1 of the story introduces the March sister, the 4 March sister, which are Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. Okay, so their family is poor and their father volunteered into a war. So the story or the first part of the story introduces them and is in a Christmas event. So the story setting happened during the Civil War. Okay, so guys, everyone, so may I ask, who among the 4 March sisters yeah, do you relate to the most?
Yes. Okay, so among the 4 sisters, the character that relates to me the most is none other than Jo March. Yeah, because aside from just like Jo March, that she valued freedom, I also myself, I also value freedom, and we have the same thoughts that we reject the idea of marriage. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, how about you, Fela?
For me, I think it's Meg because I think we're the same. Meg is a nurturer and yeah, I myself is a nurturer too.
Aww. How about you, Lard?
Me, I relate to them. There's no single character that I relate, only like I relate to all of them in different aspects. To Amy, I relate to Amy when it comes to her passion in arts, which is drawing. Yeah, and that's what I like. Amy, who get to go to Europe. Yes, yeah. I also wanted to have my own studio and to have my paintings all over. And then I also love Meg, or I can also relate to Meg when it comes to independence, or having or wanting to be independent. Because as a older sister, I think it's like a nature for sisters that like wants to be independent and to manage their life on their own.
Wow, that's nice. And for me, I think I relate to Jo the most. Of course. Same. Because yes, I value independence. So for me, like Jo in the first part of the story, she doesn't want to marry, right? And at some point, she pushes away Meg and pwede pa tamo dagan na faith chance. And I can see myself doing that exact same thing in that thing where she katong yung gibasted si Lori. Yes. Yeah, nitabo naman to, so goods. So yeah, I can relate to Jo the most. Yeah, so that's what happened in the first part. How about the rising action, Fela?
The rising action starts when Jo meets Lori. So Lori is from a wealthy family. Then, moto kay nagkaila sila, then they grew much closer as time passed by. Then, Beth starts her passion in writing. Then, the racing action starts. They came from a family that is not that very wealthy. So they experience financial difficulties as they grow older. And for example, or some part of their struggles is when Jo sells her hair
Yeah.
to have or to give her mother a fair money to go to his or to her father because her father is ill that time. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, and they also met Lori, right?
Yeah.
Lori, Maria, I'll let you think, say, nahitabo dito childhood nila with Lori that you're fun. Yung favorite part? What your favorite
Wala,
part
childhood memories.
with Lori? I think I like the part when they are hanging out on the beach. They are like playing, and then there's Joe and there's Lori. They are so happy that time, and also they have there with their sisters. They in that particular situation, kanang naa sila na iyang mga isuon kauban na si Meg, Beth, and Amy. They are so happy that time. And yeah, for me it was very wonderful. Me kay katangkoan sa party. Remember the first
yes,
meeting ni Joe and Lori?
What happened?
Yes. The party when they dance. Yes. So that's my favorite part. So and then what happened next? Right. So after the rising action, we have of course the peak of the story, which is the trending or the viral scene. Have you seen that one? Where Joe and Lori had a confrontation. Lori wanted to ask Joe to be his companion, and then Joe rejected it because it's not for her. It's just something that she doesn't want to do because she wants to be again independent and do her own thing. But Lori is the complete opposite. He's more like mo conform sa ilahang tradition gani, and then also not just conforming but also kaya naibog man siya ni Joe. But then Joe rejected it and said na this is not what I want, and you will get to understand me soon and you will thank me for that. Muna yung gingan. And that is something na yeah, it makes sense in the end. Pero unya, climax mo pa na siya. Yes. So that's what happened. And after that, about the falling. Yeah, the falling action starts when Beth died. It is when Joe was sleeping beside Beth to like bantay niya, and then suddenly pagmata niya is empty na ang bed. So nagdidili siya na ulit, and then saw her mother Marmy crying, and that's when she knew na Beth is gone already. Yes. And then another thing is when Meg married to
John Brooke.
Yeah, John Brooke, and had their own family. So that is when the falling action. Also, the part when Beth died because of scarlet fever.
Yes.
It was foreshadowed in the story, right? During the rising action. Yes. Okay, and then what happened next? Okay, so after falling action, we have the resolution. So the resolution part of the story is that after their Aunt March died, gihatag ni Aunt March the house to them, and then after that, Joe and her lover, which is Friedrich, yes, and then they gitukod nila ang kato na school gitukod nila ang kato na balay into a school that is open for all, like the boys and girls, they can freely go to that school. And then also in the resolution part, wherein they are celebrating the 60th birthday of their Marmee, which is their mother. They were so happy that time. And also, and after that one, they are so happy, and Meg is happy with her life, are also that. Yeah, they attained happiness during that time.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scene in the resolution part is when Jo finished her like book, right?
Yeah.
It was called Little Woman, the book, and then the publishing company gave or nag-negotiate sila price ba, and then the price was very low, and then nag-negotiate sila 6, 5 na dili jud ganahan si Jo, and then that is when she said na I will publish my own book, and then wala jud siya, and at the end wala siya na salig sa atong publishing company, and she published her own book jud. Yeah, from that school. So there's growth.
Yeah.
There's growth. Personal growth. That's okay. So next, how about our observation? First, let's talk about the plot of the story. What did we observe? Sa plot. The plot started when they are very young, at the age of 12.
16 si Mega to.
Yeah, 12 si Amy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm sure si Meg 16.
Sure. And then, yeah, that is where the plot or it looks like that. They started young, and then the stage where it's like an puberty stage, mga ibog-ibog. Yeah, and then ato sila nag-discover sa ilang, napos sila sa point na nag-discover sila sa ng kagalingon. And then, trying to think of kung saan things na mag-work for them and not. Yeah. How about the characters? Let's start with Joe. What did we observe sa character ni Joe?
Feel ako gikuan like gipanindigan jud niya yang ganahan jud ko ma-independent.
Kasal na si Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasal siya. Although, more siya ironic ganahan siya glamorous life, rich life, but then she married Mr. John Brook.
Yeah.
Literal broke. Nakaka-believe dun. Yeah. So, but again, nangyapon na tong decision, right? So she decided to marry, to have her own family, and that's still good. That's still a good thing. Which is opposite to Joe. First, kay kaan siya, ganahan siya independency, di siya ganahan conform to marriage. Yeah, na pagka-rebellious si Joe. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, marag si Maria daw. Oh, sige, si Joe is rebellious, and then si Meg is nurturing.
Yeah.
And then si Beth kay
Shy.
shy, low-key lang.
Shy in nature.
Yeah. Good natured siya. And how about si Amy? Amy is
Ambitious.
yes,
very
ambitious. Then according pa to Aunt March, yes, Aunt March, siya daw ang sane na lang nabilin sa family.
Yeah.
So naa sa iya ang
pressure.
Responsibility para maiyaw nilang family sa kahirapan.
Yeah.
That's right. How about the structure?
The structure.
Yeah, the structure of the story.
So there's this word. It is Bildungsroman, if that's the right pronunciation. But yeah, Bildungsroman, it is like a structure of a story where the story goes from the child, them being kids, and then going to grown up.
The adulthood. Yes.
And now let's go to our interpretation. So first is, what are the main challenges each of the March sister faces, and how do these challenges shape their character? So let's start with Meg. The challenges.
So for Meg, one of her major challenges is that she tends to compare her like status with other women, with other privileged women, and they are more bitaw siya kanang yang ikumpara yung galing basta itong mga dato nga babae nga dato nga mga woman, like unlike niya nga kanang narabitaw sa balay doing her job as a leader. Yeah, which is so that's also the thing that I've noticed as Meg's challenge.
How about Joe? Do you think the challenges of Joe? I think the challenges Joe faced was to find balance between independence and what do you call this, and her ambitions. Yes. So I think she needs to find the balance between those two, because those two always come along together, man. So, but along the way, she managed to learn her lessons, man. And at the end, nagkasal niya po siya.
Yeah. No one trust issues.
Yes, no one trust issues. Misalig na siya lucky, guys. Siguro trauma sa tuloy. Oo, siguro tuloy ka.
Okay man ang taya magpapa.
Oh, bitaw. Pero basta na siya, yun na siguro na tao eh.
Basin iyang character mong good gamer, siya dili siya feminine like her other siblings.
Yes,
Tomboyish siya. So, basin aragikan ang iyang pagka kanang reject siya of like mga relationships.
I agree po. How about let's talk about Beth. Beth's primary challenge is her health.
Fragile.
Yeah, because she is diagnosed with what? Scarlet fever. I think it's a virus, something. Yeah. That's the most challenging one. And if you kabantay mo ni Beth sa story. Story. Beth is like the quiet one. Kaya murag mailan dyan niya. Hinay lang dyan siya kay shy one rin siya niya. But nato sa book na kanang a lot of people are like Beths daw nga. Kanang hilom lang, but once they're gone, you can see the difference once ka mawala sila. Yeah. So, muna siya ang challenge ni Beth. Ang iyahang yeah. So, she's the reason what complete balik ang pao.
Yes.
So, she's a very important part of the story.
Dila jud sa nga kanang magka-reunite mo tanan if may usan mo.
Dagan kay na nga ron. How about
Amy?
Yeah, Amy. Mga ambitions na to. Sa man. Sa challenges ni Amy. Siguro katunggingan ni Aunt March na niya responsibility to the pressure.
Yeah, knowing siya ang youngest.
Yeah, then dili pa jud siya ma-recognize. She said na she wants recognition. She said na always lang daw siya second kang Joe.
Yeah.
And that's hard. Listen, compare ba anyway myself sa ba? Listen jud ba yan?
Yeah. Kontra sa karon nga generation kay mostly ba like ang pressure kay na jud sa maguwang. Dili never ka lang makakita nga nasa youngest ang kuan or mild lang.
Pero I can see man sa gay example, if ikaw ang youngest tas tanan ay mo mga ate kay kanang wala na ka-graduate na tas nasa imo ang pressure.
Okay,
ikaw na lang pag-asa then bugat kay siya, di ba? So, conscious mga kinamanghuran. Kasi kinamanghuran din.
Last card na po.
Last card lang. Dili siya youngest.
Second po ako, middle chat.
So, ate ko ikaw. Ate Seth, ikaw.
Ate Seth.
Si Maria lahi. Muna na siya dara. How about the next question? Who among the sister embodies the values of family and resilience most strongly? Depende lang sa inyo. What do you think?
For me, it's Meg. Why? Because she is like the one who's like very traditional na murag ganahan siya to do all of those things, including her ambition, like katong sa fashion, di ba? Siya mabayo clothes, mabayo mga dresses, ingan na. And then there's this one scene ni Jo o ni Meg na ana si Meg na we can be interesting forever, we can do our passion forever, ingan na. But then Meg said na I wanted to do all of these but with John Brooke. Ngayon gingon, and then ang sa tong line katong
Doesn't mean my ambition or my dreams is different from yours. Doesn't mean they're unimportant.
yeah.
That's a good line. I love that. Yes. So how about you, Maria?
As for me, I think Beth.
Beth.
Yeah, because despite of her health, her fragile health, she was able to show kindness to her family, and then that's it.
I think it's Amy. Since like recently nga kanang naa niya ang pressure. So mura ganig like gi-value niya ang family, like pursue jud niya kung siyang ganahan para lang ma-prove niya nga sakto jud ay nga nako gikuan ang pressure.
That wala niya ginasupport ang fam. Well, of course, ako na si Jo. Well, of course, si Jo, sa sugod pa lang sa story naman, makita naman sa iya na she's willing to provide for the family. Diba, nag-write pa siya same stories, ibaligya bisan pag sa low price, and then at some point, cut yung hair para lang makaprove. Sacrifices. We do sacrifices for our loved ones. It's like, sakit na putol yung hair. Kaya. It's like, ako mag-uul ko te. Yeah. So, I think all of them shows the family, that they're family oriented. They are willing to do everything for their family. Yes. And now, of course, for our next question, we have, where do the societal expectations of women during the 19th century influence the decisions and lives of the character? What do you think?
What's the question again?
Again. Okay. So where do the societal expectations of women during the 19th century influence the decisions and lives of the characters?
This one, it highlights the life of Amy because this one grandmother, Aunt March, Aunt March, she's the one who is close to Amy, right? Because ano siya nga, Amy is the only saint in the family. So, ano siya na, kanang Amy is, iyang gi-encourage si Amy to get out from that kanang poverty. And then, nangutan na si Amy, magnangutan na, or like basta na-open na siya ng topic, and then she said, Aunt March said na, the only way is to get a man, a rich man, para makahawa ka to be successful in life. And then, nana or like na-think na ni Amy na, okay, so mali akong dapat buhaton. I need to find a man, motong, but when she got to Europe, she met this man.
Fred.
Yeah, he is Fred, and then a very noble and rich man.
Yeah, mas dato pa siya kang kuan.
Mas dato pa siya kang Lori.
Yeah. Ikaw? Ikaw, sa'yo ba ito naman ang situation? Agree ba mo ni Aunt March na kanang the only way to get out of poverty if you're a woman kay kuan kay ka na magpakasal, marry rich? Agree ka?
Yeah, practical na lang.
Practical. Sakto, namsatay ko an.
Kasi
Feminism.
nga, imong i-marry ang tao tungod lang kay pobre ka na. Pero dili mo siya love.
Yeah.
Sakit.
You will be
Dili
forever
mo-
stuck.
I feel like, over out your life, will not be happy. Yes, you have the money, but like the happiness is not in there.
You guys, agree ka din. Depende sa dili man jud. Dili man jud, but you have to agree because mo man ang kanang kon sa society and especially sa time nila. But I think sa karon na century, it's slowly people are slowly breaking the tradition or like the toxicity. Yeah. So I don't think so na murag that's the only thing for you to be successful, but for some it may be a need.
Labi na ito nga time.
Ang women ato na time dili kay sila wala
Meron ka na,
gi-value.
oo. Merag ang decision per me kay naa sa laki.
Yeah, sila may
Hindi sila ka voice out sila.
Think sa akong impression, since ang book is published in the same setting po sa story, kaya na may ba story nga kani ang setting, but gi-publish na siya
Sila yun.
sa modern time na, pero kato ang setting sa story which is 1960s is the year the book was published po, which is 1860s rather 1860s. So I think it is a way for Louise May Alcott to voice out pod ba kay, di ba they can voice out like physically jud. So I think writing is her way of
Defending.
defending and more paminawasad ko in this kanang literature nga akong gisuwat. And then kay it is Jo's character na murag kabaliktaran ba nag-oppose sa tanan nga mga expectation, societal expectation. Kay societal expectation is like dapat ka na demure lang ka, dapat mo submit ka sa imong husband, but then Jo is like no, kanang tomboy, like tomboyon ko, di ko ganahan magkoan, di ko so I think mo na siya to let the people, the reader see na kanang girls can be this way also. Girls can have short hair. Girls can be boyish, masculine. It is her way to let the society know na that is normal and dili dapat nga kanilang jud ana lang.
Also kuan siya. I think it is her way sad to let people know na women have a choice to decide what they want for their life. If ganahan ka mo marry, then marry. If you don't want to, then don't. Okay, so you have a choice, you have a voice to choose what you want for your life.
Let's go to our next question. Okay, so next question is, how does the story balances the personal ambitions of the March sister with the importance of family, unity, and love? What do you think? Aaron?
So, I think like na-balance siya kay like everything they did, like Meg nga marry of like rich guy, kay meron siya buhaton ko kay para sa akong pamilya.
Yeah. And the good thing about their family is it is very supportive. Kanang murag kung unsa ang choice nako, they will respect it and they will support it. Just like sa Beth, kang ambition ni Beth, diba? She's the one who is very musically inclined.
Yes.
Yeah. And they don't have and they don't have the money to buy a piano. And then si Beth is like mag-play na sa other house katong sa tiguang nga laki ba. And then but then wala sila nagkuan gani, like the moment that old man gave the piano to Beth, they have the nagtapos din sila and then they will surprise Beth. Nga na. Wala sila yung mahal man na.
They're so happy for each other.
Yeah.
At some, like when si Joe mag-write ang story, they're willing to act, right?
Oh,
They're willing to act with the play. They're willing to be actors and actresses. But ito, they're very supportive sa ilang family. Yes, they use their personal ambitions to support their family.
Yeah, they are united. United nation.
So that's it. So yeah. Next is, let's talk about the applications. Yeah, right? Applications. So based on our learnings or the lessons, what have we gotten from the book? What personal applications can you make? Let's start with you, Maria.
Okay, so important.
Yeah.
The important lesson that I've learned from the novel or from the story is that we have to pursue our careers and then we have to stay true to ourselves even though others are not, or kanang dili bitaw sila like lahi sila, dili sila support nato, we still have to continue. Mo na tong ganan ha.
How about you?
I think the important lesson na nakuha na ko sa story is family should always come first. Yeah, like kanang sa tanan like more gani even though nga like for example nga naka-marry na ka og rich guy or na pursue na nimo imong dreams, like kanang dapat jud nga kanang mo lingi gyud ka kung asa ka gikan. So yeah.
Mura jud kag sa Meg. Nurture family first. How about you?
Me, it's very specific. Never let go when like kanang never lose the chance. Kana ba? Okay, di ba, Joe lose many chances, especially with Lori. Yeah, with Lori. Okay, ato ra niya na realize na, or kanang ato ra niya na kuan nga, I want to be in a family because I want to be loved nga na. But then pagka kuan niya ato is nabaw niya nga si Lori and Amy is together, or Amy is together, and then si katong Mr. Friedrich, diba, na ato ni visit sa ilaha, and then gilose sa niya, hapit niya malose ang chance, but then thankfully the sisters has her back. Nga siya nga, never lose this chance, he lost it before already nga na. So never lose the chance.
That's
Nasa ba yan?
okay, go.
And also ko kanang para nang ko lang like nindot sad if pilion nimo ang love over kanang wealth. Parang stay true.
Huh?
Yeah, bahalag po.
How about you, Jean?
About me, I think what I learned is that again to never give up, because at some point man jud sa life you will have your lowest point. You think na diri na end, like ato ni Amy na she thinks na daghan magmasmay niya, daghan pagkuan, dili na lang ko magpadayon, is it nothing or greatness ana siya. But then she continued, like si Koan said, si Joe. Nakakuan siya, na disappointed siya sa iyang prof sa katong critic kay dili siya ganahan the way she write na ana siya na I don't do that anymore. But then she continued, and then she wrote the story, Little Women's story. So that's it, to never give up, because at some point if you will continue, you will always find your way back home. Just the process. Yes, just the process. Normal lang mo fail, but the important thing is we have to continue. We have to find our way back. So that's it. So how about you guys? Na may ma-add? Wala na? Wala na? So, okay. So as we close this episode, Little Woman gives us a lot of lessons about family, individuality, and as well as resilience, right?
Yes. And the March Sisters Challenges reminds us that all the challenges that we face, it shapes who we are and brings closer to our dreams.
It's the story that continues to inspire conversations about love, ambition, and breaking free from societal expectations.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us with exploring with this classic Little Women by Louis May Alcott. We hope that we inspired you to choose your values. Okay, so again, this is Little Talk.